Hello everyone, I'm back with another interesting video. In this video, we will be analyzing the poem Life, written in the form of Italian sonnet by a multifaceted American writer Henry Van Dyke. This poem is worth learning, for it guides our life in right direction if followed. So, what are we waiting for? Without wasting any time, let's get started. Upon completion, you will be able to define a sonnet, interpret and analyze the beauty of the poem, sum up the content of the poem. As the poem is written in the form of sonnet, it's important for us to understand its structure. What is a sonnet? A sonnet is a short lyrical poem with 14 lines written in iambic pentameter, that is, a poetic line with 5 metrical feet consisting of one unstressed syllable followed by one stressed syllable. For better understanding, let's consider the opening line from our poem. Let me but live my life from year to year. Here, there are 10 syllables in this line. Let's pair them into twos so that we get a pair of 5. That is penta. Penta means 5. This pair of syllables is known as foot. A foot has stressed and unstressed syllables. If the foot has one unstressed syllable followed by one stressed syllable, we call it as iamb. Here we got iambic foot of 5, that is penta. This foot has a rhythm known as meter. The rhythm of iamb is da-dum. So the rhythm of iambic pentameter is da-dum, 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 da-dum. Let me but live my life from year to year. So, what is iambic pentameter? A poetic line with 5 metrical feet, each consisting one unstressed syllable followed by one stressed syllable. Let's continue with sonnet. A sonnet has two main parts. The first 8 lines of a sonnet is known as octave. In this part, the poet sets out a theme or a problem or a question. These 8 lines can be divided into 2 so that we get a set of 4 known as quatrain. These quatrains play a vital role in categorizing a sonnet. Generally, sonnets are categorized based on the rhyming pattern. Commonly used rhyming patterns are ABBA, ABBA if it is Italian, ABAB, CD if it is Shakespearean. As our sonnet is Italian, it should follow the rhyming pattern of ABBA, ABBA. Come, let's check it out. To know the rhyming pattern, we should consider the ending word of every line. The ending word of the first line is year, so let's name it as A. Second line, soul. It doesn't rhyme with year, so let's name it B. Third line, gold. Gold rhymes with soul, so let's name it B. And fourth line, disappear rhymes with year, so we can name it as A. The rhyming pattern is ABBA. The first quatrain satisfies the condition. Let's check it with the second quatrain. Fear rhymes with year, so we can name it as A. Hold rhymes with soul, it's B. Told rhymes with soul, again it's B. Cheer rhymes with fear, so it's A. The second quatrain also satisfies the condition. This analysis confirms that The poem Life is written in a form of Italian sonnet. I am extremely happy that we have learned how to categorize a sonnet. Okay, let's shift our focus to the second part of a sonnet. In the next 6 lines says that there comes a new thought separated by a turn. In this part, the poet arrives at a solution or at least provides a new perspective for the question raised in the octave part. Sestet doesn't follow any specific rhyme scheme or metrical pattern. Most frequently used metrical patterns are CDC, CDC or CDE, CDE or CDDC, EE. Our poem Life follows the pattern of CDDC, EE. That's it, friends. I hope you would have understood the structure of sonnet. Hereafter, analyzing a sonnet is just a piece of cake. Now, we are going to enter into the core part of the video, that is, analyzing the poem. In this process, the poetic lines will be divided into words and phrases, so that it will be easy for us to analyze, interpret, and enjoy the beauty of the poem. What's your view on life? If we ask this question, we may arrive at multitude of options like
What is your view on life?
Life is temporary. Live the moment.
Thank you.
Life is the most vital thing. We have to enjoy each and every day in our life. We have to go on your own path. Make yourself comfortable. Enjoy. Thank you.
Life is a challenge. Life is a game. Try to play it and win it.
Life is a mysterious puzzle. Solve it.
that's great. I thank the people who share their views on life. Now, it's important for us to know the poet's insight on life. To know that, let's begin with the opening line of the poem. Let me but live my life from year to year. The poet begins the poem with a strong note. How do I tell that? I tell that by analyzing the opening word of the poem, let. Generally, let is used to allow someone to do something or allow something to happen. But here, the word let is used to express a strong desire or wish. The opening word clearly states that the poet is not seeking permission to anyone but expresses his strong wish on something. Me. The pronoun me refers to the poet Henry Van Dyke. That means the poet himself is the speaker in this poem. But look at the third word of the line. The word is but. When do we use but? We use the conjunction but to contradict from the earlier said point. But here, the word is not used as a conjunction but used as an adverb in the meaning of always. Year to year. The phrase year to year indicates each passing time in one's life. From the first line, we can understand that the poet wishes to live and enjoy every passing time of his life. Let's move on to the second line. With forward face and unreluctant soul. Forward face. It means the poet thinks about the future with a positive note or have some modern ideas about future. Unreluctant. The word unreluctant shows eagerness or willingness to do something. The second line talks about the poet's modern ideas about the future and ways to execute the plans with a soul that is willing to do. Let's move on to the third line. Not hurrying to, not turning from the goal. Actually, this line has to be read like this. Not hurrying to the goal, not turning from the goal. The word goal has to be applied in both the places. Not hurrying to the goal. It means to travel without any haste. Not turning from the goal. It means not to give up or not to drift away from the goal. Why we should not hurry towards our goal? The answer is very simple. Because life is not a race and there is no compulsion that one should fulfill one's goal within the limited time period. For that, we should not be lethargic. We should consciously keep moving towards our goal. Okay, then why most of the people give up their goals? Because most of the goals are set unwillingly under someone's pressure or compulsion. If you really want to achieve your goal, follow these 4 steps. Set your own goal, aspire to achieve the goal, move towards your goal, and finally achieve it. Why the poet is not hurrying to, not turning from the goal? Because the poet sets his own goal and works according to the plan to achieve it. So, the poet shows no hurry in achieving the goal, nor drifting away from it. Next, not mourning for the things that disappear. This seems to be incomplete. So, let's add the phrase in the dim past with this sentence so that we can get a complete idea. Not mourning for the things that disappear in the dim past. Mourn. It means showing great sadness or worry over someone or something that we lost. Disappear. Here, disappear means losses. In the dim past, the meaning of the phrase in the dim past is not so good past, or we can say unpleasant past. When we move forward in life, our unpleasant past or not so good past will slowly disappear from our memory lane. See, losses and failures are part of our life, and there is no use in mourning for the things that have disappeared. This line expresses the secret of our life. The secret is stop worrying and stop living. Next line. Here also, we are going to add some words from the next line for a better understanding. Not holding back in fear from what the future wails. Holding back. It means to stop or prevent someone from doing something. Wails. It means hides. If we learn to live in the present, then there is no need to bother about the future. But most of us do the exact opposite. We don't know what future is having for us. But one thing sure, it likes playing hide and seek with us. Generally, when we don't know what's going to happen, fear slowly occupies our mind and prevents us from getting into action. But here, the poet is firm that he is not afraid of future and is ready to welcome everything that comes in his way. Let's move on to the next line. But with a whole and happy heart that pays its toll. Whole and happy. Whole and happy means fully satisfied. Pay the toll. That is, the money we pay to use the road during the travel. The poet's heart is fully satisfied and there are no empty spots. Whatever the future may unfold, he will receive them with a whole and happy heart. For this happy and satisfied life, the poet's heart pays its toll. To whom does the poet's heart pay its toll? The answer is in the next line. To youth and age and travels on with cheer. Here, life is compared to a journey. It is the happiest journey in one's life, right from the childhood, youth, until one gets old. For these unforgettable memories, it's the heart's pay toll towards the cheerful life. In this part, the poet talks about way of life. And now, we are entering the second part, the sestet. I think in this part, the poet will guide us on how to take on life. Come, let's travel with the poet so that it will be easy for us to understand the turn that takes place in the poem. Let's begin with the opening line of the sestet. So, let the way wind up the hill or down. In this line, there is nothing much to break down. Still, let's work on some words and phrases. Look at the word let. The poet uses this word for the second time in this poem. In the beginning, the word let is used to express strong desire or wish. But here, the word let is used to indicate challenges. We know that journey of life is full of challenges and the poet is ready to accept any challenge that comes in this way. Wind up. Wind up means end. Some of us pronounce this word as wind up. It's not wind up, it's wind up. End. Hill or down. It means things get better or worse. And rough or smooth. We should accept bad experiences as we accept the good ones. The way of life is sometimes up and sometimes down. It has its own smooth and rough ways. Remember, the road to success is always under construction. We need to find alternate ways to attain our goals. From these two lines, the poet guides us not to bother about the traveling path. It may be good or it may be bad. The experience we gain may be better or worse. It doesn't matter. What really matters is the journey. The journey should be joyous. In the journey of life, we wish to attain many things. Sometimes it may happen and sometimes it may not. What about the poet's life journey? Have the poet's wish been fulfilled? Let's know the answer in the following lines. Still seeking what I sought when but a boy. Seeking means trying to find or get something. Sought, it's the past tense of seek. But, look at this word but. In the opening line, it is used in the sense of always. Here, the word but is used as the be verb was. Let's read this line again. Still seeking what I sought when but a boy. That is, when the poet was a little boy, he sought for many things and still he is seeking them. What did the poet seek as a boy? The answer is in the next line. The poet sought for new friendship, high adventure and a crown. New friendship, it means wants to be befriended with new people. High adventure, wants a thrilling experience. Crown means a prize, recognition or an appreciation. From this line, we can understand that when the poet was a boy, he was so excited to have new friends, wanted to take on adventures and looked for a crown, which is a symbol of recognition. And the amazing part is, he is still seeking them. Now, we are going to analyze the ending couplet of the sonnet. My heart will keep the courageous of the quest and hope the road's last turn will be the best. My heart, here, my heart refers to the poet's heart. Courage, that is, ability to control fear in a situation that may be dangerous or unpleasant. Quest, long search for something that is difficult to find. Road's last turn. The phrase road's last turn refers to the last phase of life. The poet is searching out the most difficult thing to attain. He has the courageous heart to fulfill his quest. The last line tells that the poet is filled with full of positivity. He hopes that the last turn of the road that he selected will turn out to be the best. Wow, what a splendid poem. Everyone should take home a message from this poem. I too take home a message with me. The message is, positivity doesn't guarantee success, but negativity guarantees failure. So, it's better to stay positive and enjoy life. Life is a beautiful journey. Let's make it more beautiful by staying positive. In the poem Life, the poet Henry Van Dyke beautifully depicts his attitude towards life. The poet wants to live a joyful and fearless life with a soul that's willing to do without giving up. In the process of achieving his goal, he shows no hurry nor he turns away from it because he sets his own goals and he is clear about them. Many fruitful and unpleasant events take place in our life. We should learn to accept them. The poet does not mourn for the things that he has lost in the dim past. He does not hold back for fear of the future. He wants to live his life with a whole and happy heart that cheerfully travels with him from the youth to the old age. Therefore, it does not matter to him whether the path goes up the hill or down, rough or smooth. The journey will be joyous. He will continue to seek what he wanted when he was a boy. As a boy, he sought for new friendship, high adventures, and a crown, which is a recognition or a prize. His heart will remain courageous and pursue his desires. He hopes that every turn in his life's journey will be the best.